Hey guys, the Fixture123 here, and welcome back to the 16th episode of the Swansea City Career Mode. So, to start off, we're offering Sporty Yellow a new contract. He didn't accept the last one. Let's see how it goes. So, still in the transfer window, as you guys saw last episode, and going in for two players, Bailly and Sporty Yellow, both actually for $7 million to cover the sales of Amat and Fabianski. So as you can see, I also had other center backs accept their deals. Van Beek and who else was it? Kevin Vimmer. So I was most interested in Bailly. I think he was the youngest and highest overall. So he maybe he wasn't the highest overall, but I wanted to see how he played, and I didn't really want a slow center back like Wimmer, and actually he was the cheapest out of them all. So I thought he was the best option, and as you can see, I go with Bailly. And then for goalkeeper, I go with Sporty Yellow. So, making two crucial signings to start off the episode. We needed to cover those positions as Fabianski left and Amat left. So now we got very good players, and we'll see how they play. Going through player training, as you can see. And, pretty good signings, cheap at $7 million, and I hope we can, I hope they're bargains for the second half of the season. So as you can see, Southampton went for Adair. I wanted $4.5 million. He actually left in real life, so I want to be I could let him go if I really had to, and he hasn't been really performing for us, so I think he could be let go. So as you can see, I also went for N'Kolo for pre-contract. Right now we don't really have enough money to sell it to get him on a deal, but he would be a pretty good signing coming in, maybe replacing Williams for next season as he's getting kind of old. As you can see, also going in for some depth for Tremel. He's 36 years old and pretty useless, so we'll see what Southampton say. But I asked for $4.5 million again for Adair, and then Arsenal came in for Gomi, but I wasn't really gonna accept anything other than like 14 million, 13 million, maybe 10 million the least. But as you can see, 4.2 million Southampton gave to us for Adair, and I accepted that because he hasn't really been performing this season. He left in real life on loan, so I thought it was pretty realistic, and I think we can get a better player with cheaper than that. So going in for some more backup keepers also, and as you can see, confirmation of Adair getting sold. I also went in for Alex McCarthy, and we'll see what Crystal Palace say, but really approaching the end of the window, and just getting some final scout reports, but we don't need them now after we signed the players we wanted. Also went in for some more pre-contract deals. Actually, for Charlie Austin, I actually offered, even though his contract was up, I wanted him now, so I tried to get him cheap. As you can see, went in also for Danny Ings, but approaching deadline day, I wanted really a striker to get. But Jose Perez, he has pretty good potential, and Newcastle only wanted 4.8 for him, so I thought I could get a pretty good deal. Also Niang, they only wanted 5, so I offered 3, and we'll see what they say. And I think that would be a great deal for great deal. I really wanted Ings, however, Jose Perez wouldn't have been the worst, and he would be a really good deal for the money. So now approaching the 8th hour of the window. Liverpool wanted $5.5 million, I think it was, but we couldn't match that. And as you can see, Newcastle accept for Jose Perez, and Milan accept for Niang. So I had a choice of signing one of them, and also sending out that left back on loan. But actually, Niang didn't accept his offer. So I was just like, I think eventually I go with Jose Perez because I think as you can see, Niang wanted a better role. So it's just like scrap getting Niang, and I just got Jose Perez for $3.75 million, which I think is a great signing. Selling Adair for 4.5 and getting Jose Perez was great, and I hope he can really get in some goals off the bench. So I tried to go in for N'Kolo, but it was blocked, and I also looked at some more players. I looked at Dadavi for pre-contract, so now I just had leftover money. I wasn't gonna buy anyone else, so I just tried to nick a pre-contract signing, and also Gomi had an offer, but I was open to selling him, but not at this point in the window. Also for Veltman, but nothing happened from that. So Going in for some pre-contracts like Tom Carroll, Campagnaro, Zungu, a lot of different players, and we'll see what they say. I wanted to get one on a pretty expensive deal and then a cheap. So as you can see, I went for Didavi and then for Tom Carroll. So pretty good signings. Didavi will be a good guy to bring off the bench, and he'll be a good signing for us. And Carroll too, he'll just add depth to the team. Extra money we had, we can get Carroll for $20,000, which is pretty cheap. And those are some great rotation signings. So now going through some deals, nothing really big happened in the Premier League, as you can see. Southampton were pretty big spenders by $22 million. We were as well. We actually gained money from the window. Ozil left from Arsenal, so that was probably the biggest deal of the window. And now it's over. So now going through some player training with the new players added in Bailly and Sportiello to get their ratings up. Bailly's almost close to 78, so he can probably he'll probably reach it in a very short time. So now adjusting some player numbers, and actually we're going to be going up against West Brom. So we went up against them a couple episodes ago, and they're doing really well right now. In my save, they're in 3rd place, I'm pretty sure. And this will be a really tough match for us. I think we're in 7th or 6th. So this might be Europe qualifying for Europe contender. So going into this match at the Hawthorns, really wanted to get maybe a point, maybe 3 from this. As you can see, we're actually in 7th, and West Brom are in 2nd. So they're doing really well this season. They're 9 points ahead from us, and I don't really know how they played so well, but highlighted players as you can see, Bailly and Sportiello. I need to stop saying as you can see so much. It's really annoying, I think, but. Going into the game, they have players like Rondon, who's pretty good striker. I think they had a new signing, but I'm not really sure. But other than that, their team is pretty much the same. I haven't heard of Luan really, but I'm really surprised how well they're doing this season in this save, because they haven't really made any signings at all. And we'll see how they play. So usual starting 11 added the new signings of Sportiello and Bailly, and we'll see how they play. So to start off, Ben Foster kicks it out. The header comes back to Sigurdsson, who plays it through to Rabiot, who plays it through to Ayew, meant for Gomi. But Ayew puts a great finish in the left corner, and in the 11th minute, we get the first goal of the game. So great to start off like that, going up against a good West Brom team. Ayew who's been heating up in the last few episodes. Most of our players have been heating up in the last few episodes. We had this little period where we weren't doing as well, but now we're really heating up and getting some wins, and that's a great finish in the right corner. So, great way to start off the game. Probably the keeper could have done a little better with that, but it's a nice and powerful shot, and that's the first goal. So, great to see from us playing the 3rd place West Brom team, and really to get ahead is great. Very early as well. So that's his 6th goal of the year in the BPL. So he's probably our top scorer, and he's playing pretty well this season. So now, West Brom try to respond back. Luan plays it to Sessegnon, and Sportiello had to come into action for his first time for Swansea, but it goes out for a corner. Now West Brom have the ball. Sessegnon crossing in, waiting for his players to arrive. He tries to get it to McLean, but Sportiello catches it easily, and he puts a great punt in far out to Gelson Martins. He actually comes back to Puccignoli, but he loses possession, and Gelson Martins gets it. He dribbles down the line, cuts inside, and puts a great finish into the left. So 2-0 after 22 minutes. Great to see from us going up in the 22nd minute. As you can see, losing the ball here. Cutting inside, nice cut, and a great finish into the left corner. So great to see from us. Gelson Martins getting another goal. Our wingers have been getting most of our goals this season, and that's good to see. And 2-0 for us. So now Luan gets the ball, tries to respond, plays a nice cross in, but Sportiello punches it away. Comes back to Gardner. Deflections coming around. We try to pass it out of the back, but it comes back to West Brom, and they try a shot, but caught by Sportiello, who's having a pretty good game. And he launches us on another counterattack. Gomi gets the ball, loses it, however. Macaulay plays the ball out to Luan. Luan tries to dribble, plays it back to Pacognoli, who was at fault for the last goal. Plays it back to Macaulay. Plays it to Christian Gamboa, who tries to play it to Johnny Evans, the former United player. That's how actually the first half ended. So from our 2 shots, we had 2 goals. So good to see from us, very efficient. But other than that, West Brom were dominating possession, and I hope we can hold this lead in the second half. So now we get a throw-in on the halfway line. It comes to Williams, who plays it to Cork to Rabiot. Rabiot plays a great through ball to Sigurdsson, who tries a shot, but saved by Forster. And then a follow-up shot from Rabiot, but it goes wide. Now Ronan gets the ball from West Brom, plays it off to Serge Gnabry on loan from Arsenal. And one of the West Brom players tries a shot, but it hits the crossbar and goes out. And now approaching the 90th minute, Gall tries a through ball to our striker, but loses it. That's how the game ended. So disappointing from West Brom in the second half. They didn't get anything other than only 1 or 2 chances. So at the end of the game, as you can see, pretty even stats, and we got the win. So great result from us against third place West Brom. And the last thing you'll see is Sigurdsson wanted a new contract. So decided to give him one because he's been scoring a lot of goals recently. So I got some money from the board and offered him a new contract. So this is going to be the end of the episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. Now that I'm back at school and I'm actually injured, I broke my collarbone. I'll be uploading episodes every other day. So if you guys like the episode, please like and subscribe. And other than that, have a good day.